You've modeled for the cover of Vogue, or Glamour magazine, Gucci, Adidas.
But it was really hard. I'd gone to other agencies previous, but we never heard back.
Under Eye.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What did you love the most about Strictly?
I love these play tennis. And hair, the makeup. What else? Vito is the best guy in the world.
That actually made me cry. He just picked up on Ellie really quickly.
Could we talk about the early years?
During the pregnancy, something didn't feel right. Went for another scan and she was literally stuck. So they decided you need a cesarean, and the doctor scooped her out of the cot, held her in the air like this. This is Ellie. She's got Down syndrome. She will never walk, talk or go to university. The last mother who had one of these left it here. Do you want to do that?
We need to talk about Down syndrome, especially to new parents.
More importantly, just showing everyone out there that having Down syndrome, it doesn't stop you.
You both have instilled hope for so many people.
Let me gas you up fully.
Go then.
She said, go ahead then. All right, here we go.
I'm surprised for you.
Are you ready?
Before we get into my conversation with Ellie and her mother, Yvonne, we wanted to let you know we've taken steps to make this episode as accessible as possible. You can turn on subtitles anytime by clicking the button at the bottom right of the player. And if you'd like to learn more about learning disabilities, we've added links in the show notes. And if you enjoy this episode, please like and subscribe. It's free, it only takes a second, and it helps us grow our show, so we can bring you more brilliant guests and honest conversations that you love. Ellie Goldstein,
Yeah.
we need to talk.
Nice.
And Yvonne Goldstein, we need to talk.
We do.
Okay. All right. So we're going to have a good time.
Okay.
So can we start with Strictly? Can we start with dancing?
Yes.
Let's start with this. What did you love the most about Strictly? And I think I could guess, but what did you love the most?
So I'd say that I love these play tennis. Like every Friday we get spray tennis and it's so chilling and calming. And the way they do it is so cool. They spray on it and it's so clever. It's great.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know you would say that. Spray tans.
And hair, the makeup,
Okay.
of course. And then the characters I was in the live show. What else? Having my best live, Vito. Oh, it's the best guy in the world.
So many people are going to say this is an ignorant question, but only because I've never used this. Tell me about a spray tan real quick. Do you sleep in a spray tan?
Yes.
You do. It
Yeah.
doesn't rub off?
So I go with the Express Dark Tan.
Express dark tan.
Yes.
There you go. Does everyone on Strictly get a spray tan?
Not everyone.
Most.
Most people.
Amber had a tan. Then Alex had it. Lefort had it. Obviously, I had it.
Then we used to get like
Vito had it.
Ellie looked on the schedule every
Schedule.
Friday to see who's having the
And that's gone.
Really? Did
They were
anyone
like keeping up outside.
did anyone on Strictly get more tans than you?
No.
No.
Yeah, Lefort had about 3.
I had it every week.
I had it about week 1 up
So week
till
6. Oh no, Halloween week they didn't
no
do
week
it.
4. Yeah, because it's Halloween week.
Yeah, you
Okay.
didn't need it.
All right, fair. I've never met Vito. He looks very, very special.
Yes,
And it looked like you were brother, sister.
we are brother sister.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, Yvonne, you must have been very happy with that
Really?
relationship you saw with
Yes, I
That's
think
beautiful.
they just paired them more because of personalities. They were very similar. So I think that was very important to get the relationship right, wasn't it?
To tell you this now, when I go training, literally it burns up the room with like so much no positivity. Like, can't wait to tell him what I told him today.
Yes. Well, I have many surprises for you
Ooh.
here today. And I would like to show you a clip and then let's talk about it. Okay?
We are thinking how lucky we are to have had each other, yeah, and how grateful we are And Ellie said to me that she was a big cuddle from her big brother, which I'm having you give me a big one. And I want to tell you that I love you so much.
Love you too, Papa.
You know how much I love you?
I'll throw it back.
To what?
To the phone back.
To the sun and back. And it's going to be for
Forever.
ever and ever. Yeah. Before Ellie told me, when I just arrived and we started, you said that you have got my heart in your heart.
Yeah, that's right. I got
Yeah.
my heart. I got my heart in my heart.
And I've got your heart in my heart.
Yeah.
So we have got each other's heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, that actually made me cry when I watched that.
Why?
It's just him. He's just so.
Oh, if that's him,
He's just a very special
Bond.
bond and a person. And when we've been out and people have asked, is Vito actually as he seems? And I said, he's better.
He is right better for me.
He's better than he comes, it's all genuine and
Because every night I get voice messages from him. It is so cute. And I was literally, I got rented off on Halloween week. I don't know why I got rented off anyways. But it's fine. I'm grateful. But it's like, when I dance off, I was crying. Like, you know what? Let's go out there and do it. And it was on the judges. So we did. So they picked the bell and we went home. Unfortunately, it was a bit too sad. Come on, Cheeky. We did our bye-bye. See you soon. Mel dance. And they went, Ellie, you pick me up and tell me, I love you, my sister. That was the best.
you were very professional.
Yes, yes. But also, Ellie, you just said that Vito would leave you a voice note every night.
Every
Still
night.
Still does.
And it still does.
I've still been training all last week and
We've been training. Like,
yesterday.
when I got eliminated, he says to me and everyone, oh my God, to get dancing. I mean, yes, we are. I mean, yeah, look, I get dancing. I can't buy dance with you again.
So they're learning the dances now that Ellie didn't get a chance to do.
Done a jive.
Last week they learned. What did
Done
you
a
say?
jive. I've been this jive. Now it's foxtrot. And tomorrow we're going to do more giggles, telling them about today's podcast and stuff.
Love it.
Yeah,
I
he's
love it.
just very, amazing man. He just picked up on all that like really quickly. He never asked me anything about her. He just
He was able to pick it up. He seems to be, I think, what a lot of people don't realize with Strictly is that it's not only you dancing with a professional, it's you learning from a professional. They are teaching you.
Yeah.
And it seems like either he's a great teacher and or you're a great student. Because you were, Ellie, you were dancing.
Yeah, on live show every weekend. And now there's been a set routine. Every live show, but when I have dinner, I cry. Don't know why, but it's what happens every weekend. So now this is a routine. So before my dance, so I am nervous. And then when we go on the floor, I drag him. I'm like, no, I don't do it. And then say he was doing, say, the cha, and I'm on the catwalk. I'm like, well, I got this, by the side, forever and ever. In the dance, I get into happy. And after, I'm all relieved because the dance is over. And then, no, this is good. Love Craig. He's the best judge ever, but shh, I'm not with him.
Oh my God, that's drama. We can't go there. I'm not going to go there. I had no idea how close you two were. I mean, it looked like you were very close, brother and sister. But now hearing this, it seems like you were inseparable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole time.
He came to support her. But he came over and he's in our house and he's there for dinner and it all felt very natural, like we've known him forever.
Which is beautiful.
He's part of our family.
Yes.
He is.
Yes. So, Ellie, do you think you're a good dancer?
I think I am.
Yeah.
And I'm a good dancer, yes.
Yeah, so I think there is no doubt that you are you're a great dancer.
Yes.
And I have proof. Can we take a look at this little dance here? Okay, I want us to look at this and I want us to talk about this
Love
dance.
this dance so much.
You love this dance?
I love the cha-cha-cha.
All right, let's see.
Come on, Ellie. Work it out, girl.
You can't stop. You
Oh, yeah.
When you're dancing like this, are you thinking about the steps, your mom?
Thinking about how I was nervous at first. It's so surreal. I couldn't believe that I was not into this.
You know, in this too is, what was Vito saying to you in the dance?
I have no idea what.
Really? You have no idea what he was saying?
No.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So not only is the dancing great, right? But I think also the outfits.
Yeah.
I love that outfit so much.
That outfit is beautiful. Whatever happened to that dress?
Don't know. They binged it up.
They set the studio.
Yeah, still in Elstree.
Oh, still at the studio.
Oh, in Elstree, it got all my costumes. I got the toucher, the vaults. We got the sandbar, couple of toys. And the sales like every and every Friday we walk past like high costumes. But we walk past it all. I'm like,
So
high costumes.
they don't give you the costumes.
But they're real now. All of them.
Oh, you think so?
I don't think so.
I think they're real.
You've asked. Costume department they work so hard.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Incredible. All right. So then I have another surprise for you. But Ellie, on this one, you have to close your eyes.
Why?
It makes the surprise even bigger. All right, so are you ready? Close your eyes. You have to. All right, keep it covered. You're peeking. You're peeking, Ellie. You're peeking. Don't peek. Don't peek. Mom, you have to close your eyes too. Don't peek. Don't peek. Do not peek. Do not peek. Do not peek.
Why?
All right, now I want you to open your eyes. I want you to take a look. This is a special gift that was sent.
From who?
Take a look.
Oh my god. What? What? No. What on? No, this can't be true. No.
This, Ellie, this is a gift to you
From who?
from Strictly.
What?
They have
Oh my
gifted
god.
you that exact dress. This is yours.
Yours.
I love this type of chargewear. Because they put like all of these barcodes.
How amazing.
And they put on all these tassels.
Wow.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
yeah.
Such. You know what's interesting? I had no idea how heavy the
They are.
dress is.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Some of them are
Oh,
really
yeah.
heavier. Look at that.
It's like penny.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, but when I saw it on Friday, I went, what? And they went, oh my god.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
I love it.
So,
Wow, look at that.
but look at that. That is yours.
Yes.
That is yours. That is yours. Now I was going to take it, but
Yay.
That's priceless.
yeah, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. So then I'll tell you what, and I'll hold it over on this side for you. I'll take all of these, but this is yours. But gosh, it's so heavy.
I know, right?
Wow, what a surprise.
Now, what do you think that you'll do with this?
I'll go wear it into training tomorrow. No, please let me, because please, no, listen to me now. If I wear this tomorrow, then I can put on my normal training clothes, so it's fine.
Give a surprise separate.
Yeah, can I do that? Can I do that?
Maybe.
Yay! Like, what?
He'll have a shot.
Yeah, I am doing it tomorrow.
She's going to hold you to it.
No,
She's
I am,
wearing
I
that
am,
dress
I am.
tomorrow,
I
Mom.
know. That's funny.
Now let's talk about the judges just a little bit.
Oh, please do.
Okay. What did you think about the judges?
Okay, so next week. So Anton is good. He's got a good personality like me and Mum and you.
Good person.
Now, Craig. He told me go out there and be beautiful. So I did. Week 1 to week 6, I've improved so much from week 1 to week 6.
Watching back when she watches it a lot. Yeah, she did improve. But each week you just brought so much happiness and joy, and all her comments from social media were like incredible, like
Yes.
how positive everyone was, and
Yes.
you just brought that fun and energy and joy, and more importantly, just showing everyone out there that having Down syndrome, it doesn't stop you. The community of the messages that Ellie's received, like, we can show our children when they're older what you've achieved. It was just all like touches your heart.
You know, this has given me a whole new perspective on Strictly from your eyes, right? I can see how challenging it was.
You took the judges' comments each week.
Oh, the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the comments was like good and bad. And in a room, tell me all the positive comments and all the negative. I went to count them in this.
That you were counting positive versus constructive comments.
What
Yeah.
they used to do,
Interesting.
just to help Ellie, they used to print off all the judges' comments and then show Ellie there was more positives than constructive.
The negative.
Constructive. But it helped you each week because you improved each week. So the
Yeah.
constructive comments were helpful.
It's
But they
beautiful.
went the extra mile always for Ellie. It was amazing.
That's Vito, of
What,
course.
and what else did they do to help Ellie?
So what else?
So, in my room, I got a nice desk. Pictures of all the welfare and not as team and never show team.
The whole room was just covered in photos of
Pictures.
everyone involved.
With
in that.
Alison Hammond out.
That's
And the parents, and I got a mirror. I got all shoes. I have minifridge, and I eat my such as roll, hash browns, croissants, a Fanta, and I like desserts on that end, and an armor pies on that
Got
end.
your own basket with all your snacks.
Goodies.
Anything that made Ellie more comfortable.
All right, so now it's time for another surprise.
Oh,
Okay.
You ready for this?
Yes.
Someone from Strictly sent us a video.
Oh.
Special message for you, Ellie.
Who is it?
Here it
It's
is.
Vito.
Here it is.
Ellie, my darling. Oh boy, how I've missed you this past couple of weeks. But those weeks that I had with you will forever remain in my heart. I'm getting goosebumps all over. I want you to know what a special young lady you are in every way. You make me laugh, you're funny, and you are a fabulous dancer. Now, I'm really going to be interested to listen to this podcast that you're doing with Paul. He is amazing, and you are simply the best. Have a fun time, share those feelings, and I'll be looking forward to listening to them. Take care. Wonderful, wonderful Ellie.
Thank you.
Isn't she special?
She's the cutest.
I love her so much.
Yes.
Again, they let her a couple of weeks before the live started to visit the studio.
Yeah, we
Just to
did.
get a feel for it, and Vito wanted her to practice walking down the stairs with her.
Okay.
So they did it together, and she did it on her own because he was very protective of her coming down the stairs.
Well, when we did the live show, we actually held each other's hand, not the round.
You did. So we saw the judges, do you remember on that day? And Shirley come up to you and said, Ellie, I've been following you on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I think, Shirley seemed to have a little soft spot for Ellie.
Yes. Yeah. I love Shirley Ballas so much.
I
and,
do.
and her story. But
Yeah.
I think that what so many people forget is that she not only was a champion, but she is today such an incredible dancer.
Oh, God, yes.
Today, like,
Yeah.
she's such an incredible
That was
dancer.
amazing.
Yeah.
That was special, was it?
And it's an honor to my heart.
Oh.
Wow.
I like you.
Well, she is lovely.
She's great.
Yes. What dance was your favorite dance and why?
Okay. So the best dance has to be the tango
Okay.
to Abracadabra.
All right. So now why? Why was that the best dance for you?
Why? Because the dance had rules in place. So the rules was we would close, make sure that we are not turned in and not out. And I think it's like when you do like the frame and the hold, I get this glider called Biggle.
Right.
So I did here. So when I did it, I like doing this, that, you know what I mean, did that, and coming to the at this
It was quite
glider.
clever of Vito. He put a brooch here, so she
A
put
glider.
that-
But I got it like that.
I see. To help with the angle.
Yeah.
Currently, then, with everyone who's left, who would you like to see win?
And but and the guitar and I think that's it.
Okay. I have just one more Strictly question for you.
Okay.
This is a big one. Before you would go on stage and perform, is there any ritual, anything that you would always do before you got on stage?
So we got 3 things. So here come on and then we deep breath. So that's number 1 winter moment. We had this song. It's like a bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao.
Yeah.
That one.
You did that every time.
Yes. And then the other moment is where our quietly cuddle me and tells me I'm by my side, not this. And I love so much my firefly, my butterfly, my cheeky, my cheeky so. And the other one is I'm gonna Italian a bit where we do bellissimo. I'm gonna dance.
Yes. So then, Ellie, through this, it strictly was hard, right? But you got through it.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to people who feel like what they're doing is very hard and they don't know if they can get through it? What would you tell them to do?
Be confident, follow your hopes and dreams. Be happy and run to the finish. Be confident.
Okay. All right. I'm done there. Because it's one of those where this is something that we all face. I think we all go to a place, maybe it's a job, maybe it's an event, and we don't feel like we can do it.
Yeah.
And I think that you inspired many people.
Yeah.
And they now believe they can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right. So what's going on?
Surprise!
Oh my gosh, those are Aura frames.
Yeah.
Our new sponsor.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a gift for you. We have had an incredible year and we need to talk. And we just wanted to get you something from the team.
Kaz, we celebrated a year a month ago.
Yeah, I know, we're a bit late, but we wanted to make sure it was really special, so.
All right, thanks. Let me check it out. Let's see it. All right.
It's here.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at all these cool photos. Remember, Nadia, Lou.
They're brilliant. You can put like as many photos and videos, it's unlimited, as you want on it. And they have this app, which makes it so easy to get photos straight from your phone to the frame, whenever you want.
This is so good. You know what? We made so many incredible memories here.
Yeah.
And seeing this makes me want to get one for all of my friends.
You should, and actually now's the best time to do it because they have their annual Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale. So you can get £45 off the Carver matte frame. All you have to do is so easy. You just go to auraframes.co.uk and use the code PAUL at the checkout.
That is auraframes.co.uk. Terms and conditions apply. You know that feeling when you've just committed to starting something big and then it hits you. How am I going to pull this off? When I started my matchmaking business, I remember sitting at the kitchen counter one night with my computer and 15 tabs open, trying to figure out how I should market and sell our services. It was pretty overwhelming, and that continued for a lot of the first year. And I look back now and think if I'd only had our sponsor, Shopify, on board, I'd have had a much softer start to entrepreneurship. Shopify helps you sell your business, but also makes you look and feel like you've been doing it for years. It has hundreds of templates to pick from and AI tools that help you with writing product descriptions or enhancing photos. Sort of like having a full-time team before you've made your first hire. If you're starting something big, visit shopify.co.uk/needtotalk to sign up for your £1 per month trial. That's shopify.co.uk/needtotalk. So with modeling, here's where I'd love to begin is, what project did you feel like you were officially a model?
I think Adidas.
Okay, all right. So what did you do for Adidas?
So if I contract for having
A year.
for a year, I'm possible because nothing is impossible.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that
that's
was-
part of the campaign. In Southbank, right, it was inspire the next generation of change makers. So what was set up in Southbank?
My statue.
Your statue.
My statue.
You had a statue.
Yes.
But it was with like other like athletes and Olympians.
I
It
like
was
I
incredible.
did this pose.
Yeah, it was so clever how they made the statue. It was made out of
Plastic.
yeah, apparently.
Okay, so you went and visited the statue, obviously.
Yeah. We went. Obviously, like she had it all made, and it was very clever how they captured her to 400 cameras at different angles, and
Yeah.
mind blowing, wasn't it?
What came before? Because didn't Gucci come before?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah.
And it was for a new mascara that they were bringing out.
Le Obscure.
That's it.
More obscure.
And Ellie doesn't forget anything. And yeah, it just seemed like a normal shoot. And
A
then
normal day.
yeah, and then there you are. Then Ellie's agency spoke to me and said, "Be prepared for what's going to happen." And I said, "What's going to happen?" And she said, "Just be prepared." And this was launched, and yeah, the newspapers were phoning. You had interviews.
So this
Yeah.
this photo on Gucci's Instagram received 850,000 likes,
Wow.
which was 10 times the number of Gucci's average post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. What do you believe it was about this photo and you that created that much attention for Gucci?
I think the dress gave it all away.
The dress is a 10 out of 10. Did they give you that dress?
No, but it choked me.
It was very high.
Like, a bit tight.
I just think the whole world was in shock that a company like Gucci used someone like Ellie. That's what I personally think. And it woke the world up to realise that, there can be inclusivity in the world. And
Yeah.
yeah, that picture was like in every country and it went viral everywhere. And
Vogue Italia.
Ellie's Instagram, like literally overnight, went from 400 followers to like 15,000.
Oh my goodness.
Like, overnight.
It was completely crazy.
What were I'm sure you were receiving messages. What were those messages?
I think they were about my fleek, lovely eyelashes.
The eyebrows got all comments.
Yeah, my eyebrows did.
On fleek, yeah.
On fleek.
It just changed Ellie's career.
Yeah, it really did.
So at that point, you were in a modeling agency, right? So this is it Zebedee?
Zebedee.
Zebedee Management. So this, from what I understand, is an agency committed to representing models with disabilities and alternative appearances.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Ellie was literally their first client, and she's still with them.
Really?
I am.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. We've got a very amazing relationship with the two girls who run it, Zoe and Laura, and all the staff. The day that Ellie first went for that very first shoot, they said, she's got such potential, her personality and her character, and they just knew and they believed in her, because I'd sort of gone to other agencies previous, sent pictures. Ellie saw a few people, but we never heard back.
Interesting.
Yeah, like
Wonder why.
yeah.
Oh my God.
So yeah, when we heard that they were opening, and I was hot on the phone to get her to have a
Get me the agent.
Yes,
and it all went from there.
it did. You've modeled for Glamour Magazine,
Yes.
Sports Direct,
Yeah.
Avon,
Mm-hmm.
Amazon, Primark, Marie Claire, Body Shop, Boots, Spotify.
Oh my God.
All of these.
Victoria's Secrets.
Oh yeah. I
No.
got to be in
Yeah, we went
Barcelona.
to Berlin and Barcelona this year for Schwarzkopf.
Frisco.
That was just before Strictly we were in Barcelona.
But this is, I think that this needs just a space of, you are a bona fide international
Yeah.
It's done 8 magazine covers, I think.
8.
8 magazine covers.
Yeah.
We have all these moments that are happening in your modeling career. Now, there's one in particular that seems to be perhaps the most, I think, talked about, at least publicly.
Okay.
And that is this. You could probably guess.
Yeah. No.
What do you think?
Adidas.
Oh no! What
No.
else? What else?
What else? I believe this is most talked about. You tell me what you think.
Oh, Vogue.
Yeah. Ellie literally. Oh, Vogue. Oh yeah, that little cover that I did from Vogue.
Vogue.
Okay. So, this moment must have been
Yeah,
a major moment
was.
for you both.
it was.
Here you are on the cover of Vogue. This was always, you said, a dream of yours.
A dream, yes.
So now when you look back and you think about this moment, how does it feel?
I don't know. Well, not awkward, no. Fun, not as much. Maybe it's a bit surreal. I guess it clearly did.
Yes,
Yeah, surreal.
it is definitely surreal. And then, Yvonne, how does it feel for you to see your daughter, who you helped get into an agency at 16, then cover Vogue?
Yeah, again, like the shoot was lovely. We weren't told at all that she might make a cover. And then to be told that she's made the cover, we were both screaming.
Well, at first, when Mum had a call, actually,
We were in a taxi, weren't we, coming home from another
Right.
shoot?
So this is 2023.
Yeah. yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's 2020.
Yeah, so every year something
The
amazing happens.
best,
It
best,
just seems to get better.
best thing is, please, is Strictly.
I know.
No,
Yeah, forget Vogue.
Forget that.
Strictly.
no.
But this all built up to where you are now.
Yeah, I know, but Bake Off was great. Nanny was wonderful. Strictly is a big show, but to me, no, it's not a big show. It's for the fun of games.
But Ellie just seems to handle whatever's thrown at her.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's not a shock to you, you know? And I think that when people are walking in their excellence, it's typically not a big shock.
But all this from her career, like whatever she's done, it's never changed Ellie as a person. She's Ellie. She's never changed.
I'm me.
Which is amazing, you know. It hasn't changed the way she thinks, or I mean, she's grown obviously, and I think Strictly as well
Yeah.
made you a better person, and you had so many interviews, and you know, she just got better and better at talking to people, and you know, she grew as a person in that way. But
Yes.
it's never changed her.
Here's what I want to talk about. This is something that just happened to you.
Okay.
You're meeting lots of famous people now. You're famous yourself, Ellie, but you're meeting lots of other famous people.
Yes.
You were at an event, and I'm a little jealous on who you met.
Okay.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
I've no clue.
It was the Wicked event.
Oh, yes. Cynthia and Ariana Grande.
Yes.
They were so cute. Will I tell the story?
Come on.
So we were off to our seats, and then Cynthia and Ariana were just talking to a few people, and Ellie met Cynthia at Strictly. She was
She was
sat
there
in-
at the movies week.
she
It was a
sat in a movies week. So I said, Ellie, look, there's say hi to Cynthia. Yeah, they're hanging around. We didn't want to interfere, and then Cynthia turned round and she was like, Ellie. And then
She
she
was
hugged
shocked.
her and she was, oh, how are you?
I went, Vito, miss you. She would see you again.
She looked,
And then she called Ariana. Ellie was in Strictly.
Ariana.
and then so basically, it sounds like Cynthia Erivo came to you,
Yeah,
and then Ariana Grande came to you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
They were so cute.
funny about that, I did her dance to my
Did.
Strictly motor guitar, and I had her hair like it as well,
You did.
basically.
Yeah, you
Really?
did.
In a fringe.
Yeah.
okay, all right.
You danced to her song, yeah.
Do you when you're at an event like this, how do you feel? Because if this was maybe, let's say, 5 years ago, perhaps they would not have come up to you. But now you have the two of the biggest stars in the world at. Let me gas you up fully. You have
Go then.
two of the biggest. She said, "Go on then." All right, here we go. You have two of the biggest stars in the world, in one of the biggest movies in the world, at their premiere, where everyone is coming to them. They come to you.
Yes.
How does that feel?
Honestly.
I mean, do you feel more maybe pressure More responsibility?
No, not really.
No?
No.
No? It's just a day in the life of Ellie Goldstein.
Yes.
Yes. So this is interesting. You're really becoming what's called a multi-hyphenate, right? So you're a dancer. Do you sing as well? Oh,
Yeah. No, I sing.
your mom said you can't sing.
I sing to the band songs of
Thank
Strictly. I don't think I can, but I sing to the band songs at home, and I think it's good.
Okay, so you think it's good. Okay, so but you're definitely a dancer.
Yes.
You're a model. You're an actress. You're also an author.
Oh, yes. Awesome.
Yes. You're doing so many things you don't even know. You're an author. But so, yeah, how did the idea for the books, where did that come from?
Shall I say?
Yes.
So Ellie was on Loose Women a couple of years ago. And just after that, a few days, I had a voice message from Katie Piper saying, have you ever thought of Ellie writing a book? I was like, no. So things happened pretty quickly. She put us in touch with her publishers and we had meetings and it just all sort of happened quite quickly. So Ellie had a ghostwriter
Lauren Winter.
and it took a good year or so, I think. But like every week or so, a couple of hours, she would just chat her life to the ghostwriter. And then obviously there's my introduction about her life at the start and then everything. And then they involved some past primary school teachers, Ellie's dance teacher, Ellie's sister, Amy. So it's written from all different perspectives and
Yes.
yeah, it's lovely book. And then a year after that, they come back to us and said, how about us or Ellie doing a kid's book from her debut book, just to show, that other kids that you can achieve whatever you want in life. And it's just a very fun, colourful book.
It's incredible. Do you believe that, Ellie, you'll do more books?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I
fun,
like
wasn't it?
It's always a make a computer.
Yeah, she's quite good she's got a good imagination.
Now, you mentioned, Yvonne, in the first book, there's a lot of the background story,
Yeah,
right? From birth, early years.
yeah.
I would love, could we talk about that?
Yes, go on.
You were born, Ellie, in Essex, correct? So born, raised, currently live in Essex.
So I was 38. During the pregnancy, I was fine. I had my usual scans and everything. And it was about 2 weeks or so before the due date, and something didn't feel right. Went for another scan, and she was literally stuck
Like
across
this.
my stomach.
Okay, I see.
So they decided you need a cesarean. Had a cesarean, that all seemed to go fine. They never brought her over to me straight away. She came out, and the glimpse I saw of her, she was completely purple. The cord was wrapped around her neck.
What cord?
The cord.
What coloured cord?
I don't know.
Umbilical cord?
Yeah. That's
Green or red?
I don't know. So they took her away and they sorted her. That was all fine.
Yeah.
Still hadn't brought her over to us. I was like, where is she? Is she okay? They said, there's a problem. What? But that no one would talk to us. So they got me ready after surgery, took us to a side room,
Mm-hmm.
then brought Ellie in, and the midwife said, we think she's got Down syndrome. We're not sure. I said, well, what's that supposed to mean? I was a bit out of it from the cesarean. And they said, oh, someone will come to talk to you. Do not feed her. Don't do anything. She was screaming for a bottle.
I was
Wouldn't
so
let me.
thirsty. I'm like, give me the bottle.
The bottle.
No, I did.
But this is very interesting to me. So you were brought to a side room.
Yeah.
They brought Ellie in for the first time.
Yeah.
So you were able to see her in color, which that is such an important moment.
Yeah, of course.
For-
It was a while. We kept asking, where is she? And you don't get answers. 4 hours went past.
4 hours.
4 hours for them.
Before anyone came back to see us.
That's long.
And so Clearly,
Still
she's
hadn't-
crying throughout this. She's hungry,
Thirsty.
I
thirsty.
think obviously
Was it-
someone must have popped their head in, but no one, team or anyone had come to us. And my mum was outside. They wouldn't let her in the room. It was all really,
Why not? Why not?
I don't know. It was very odd, everything. But when you're thinking the worst, obviously. Then a team of 7 people came in. Doctors,
Thought you were sick.
nurses. He scooped her out of the cot, held her in the air like this in a little nappy.
Oh.
This is Ellie. She's got Down syndrome. She will never walk, talk, or go to university. University, just been born. My husband's like, what do we do? What are we meant to do? And the doctor said, there's some leaflets on a stand outside. Just grab one of them. And they disappeared. And I remember a nurse stayed behind and said, I'm really sorry about how that was handled. I'll get someone in to see you. So she went and I said, can I feed her? And they were like, well, she needs checking. She probably won't be able to drink. Well, I said, right, this is enough. And we gave her a bottle and she was fine.
Yay.
Then this other lady came in, and a nurse rather, and said, you okay? You okay? Looked at Ellie. Said, oh, the last mother who had one of these left it here. Do you want to do that? Even saying that now, I
was like, no.
really like, it's very, when I talk about it, it's like,
Yeah,
yesterday,
but no, fine.
I'm fine.
That's good.
It's panicking.
No, I'm not. Make sure
No,
that
it
it
was,
was.
it's like reliving, you know. We're like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Of course not.
This idea that this life is so trivial.
Yeah.
And it's just, oh, you just leave her here.
Yeah, can you imagine? It was all very
Yeah.
strange.
It was, you know what I, and this is 2001.
Yeah.
So you know, what is so shocking to me is it seems like there was this prevailing thought that, oh, you're just going to leave her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they were wondering why you were even considering taking her.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just bizarre.
And I ask also, Yvonne, that evening, you're alone now with your daughter.
Alone.
And you have, and you have all of these medical professionals telling you basically leave her.
Yeah.
What's going on in your mind in that moment?
Or the way they were talking and about her heart, and they were waiting for other things to happen and maybe stomach conditions, and I just thought I couldn't bond. I was nervous to get too attached because I just thought she was going to die. That was my
Die. Or what?
just what they were saying. There was like so many
Oh.
issues, and they just wrote her off, and I was just nervous of this little baby.
Yes. Yes.
Was me little. It's me.
It was a tiny little thing.
Like this.
£6, I think.
£6 there.
Oh,
yeah,
cute.
yeah.
Yeah, you were
Little Ellie.
cute.
Yeah.
Didn't bring myself to tell my mum, and when I did, my mum straight from the off was like, oh, you know, she's fine. There's nothing wrong with that child. And my mum had that attitude through the whole of Ellie's life. You know, she's fine. There's nothing wrong with her.
How important was that to you to have your mother react that way?
Yeah, I was shocked, but obviously happy that she didn't see anything wrong with Ellie. Nothing. And we went into Great Ormond Street and they sat us down, and then they started to tell us the real problems with her heart. So I felt, again, people have lied to me, or it was just,
Oh my God.
it wasn't just holes. She had a valve missing, so I had to rebuild a valve, and
Oh.
her heart was just in a complete mess, basically. So from birth to the op, she'd only put on, she was still like only 7 pounds because of the way she was breathing.
Like you couldn't maybe get enough oxygen?
Yeah,
Was it?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It
Was that procedure at 5 months? Was that was a life-threatening?
She had open heart surgery.
She had open heart surgery.
But so she was put on bypass. So it was 11-hour operation.
Goodness.
Wow.
Tiny little thing. And I remember my husband and I, we They said go away and come back in 9 hours or whatever. We just walked round the whole of London, but we did not talk a word to each other.
Oh,
So peculiar.
oh my God.
We must have walked miles and miles and miles. You're happy with that op. She's stapled up in there. We didn't even know about till a couple of years ago when we went to an airport and she bibbed. And then I said on her next scan, why does she always bib? And I went, oh, she's got staples. No one told
That's
me.
amazing.
Look at her. You have staples.
Yeah.
You're a multi-hyphenate. You're a model, actress, singer,
Robot.
dancer, and you have staples. You've got it all. And strictly.
Strictly stable.
So when you think back to what was happening, to me, it speaks to changes that need to be made, because I would imagine this could be happening today.
Yeah, I've still heard a few stories from hospitals, like people that have had children with Down syndrome and it hasn't been handled that well. I haven't heard lots, but whether it's changed or not, I don't know.
You don't know. So this is something that I think we should spend a moment on, because the prevalence of Down syndrome, I believe it's 1 out of every 800 births. You have a child being born with Down syndrome. We have 6 million people in the world with Down syndrome.
Yeah.
So this is prevalent. We need to talk about it, especially to new parents.
Yeah.
What would you have liked to have been told to you and said, and how would you like to have been supported when you were giving birth to Ellie?
Probably after the birth and they knew, she had Down syndrome, just some people just to sit with you in your room or wherever you are and talk you through it, not just say there's some leaflets and just leave you not knowing anything. So just more education on the subject. And once we came home, someone to come round and visit and how are you? How's she doing? Talk us through things and plan. Well, we never really planned for the future. We always took initially a day at a time, then we extended it to a week at a time, months, and now that's how we just dealt with it ourselves.
Were you dealing with it a day at a time because you didn't know how much time you'd have with it?
Yeah, initially, especially after that huge operation, and they said this will be the first of many because the heart, we've had to do so much work to it. As she grows, things will change, and she's going to have re-ops and da-da-da-da-da-da. But luckily, that never happened. I mean, she goes every year for checkups. They encourage the exercise and diets and
Training.
Oh, interesting. So dance is important. That's important.
yeah.
Exercise. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I was a little bit concerned with this level of dance, but it was, we discussed it and it was obviously fine. Yeah, she's done amazing. She's strong.
Very, 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 very strong. Also, I think your level of resilience. One thing that I'm definitely picking up on you is that, resilience is our ability to, when we're confronted with something tough, to have belief that we can get back up if we're pushed down. And you have that belief. Many people do not have that belief at all. And when I was doing my research coming in, I was, trying to learn as much as I could about Down syndrome. And one thing I've seen in terms of characteristics is many people with Down syndrome have very high levels of resilience. I would imagine part of it is because of what you were told when Ellie was little, and that is, she's never really going to amount to anything.
Yeah.
She won't be able to walk.
Because when I changed as a person and the fight came in me.
But, or, like, you're fighting people.
No, like, just I'll prove everyone wrong. Because eventually, after her op and when things settled, we just said to each other, right, we're going to just bring Ellie up as Ellie.
Yep.
As we did Amy, we just need to get on with our life. That's what we did. Didn't bring her up with Ellie's got a condition or Ellie's, she got to, I think, secondary school and we still hadn't actually told Ellie. And they said, does she actually know what her condition? I was like, no, we don't know what to do.
Okay.
Because no one along the way had ever bothered to talk to us about how to tell her or family. And Ellie was like a complete bookworm. The school said, Ellie loves reading and books. Why don't you do it through a book? Which we did. So we got a book about children with Down syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
Showed Ellie, looked through it. I said, this is, do you see yourself? And then we looked through the book, explained it all to Ellie. She got up, shut the book, got up, went straight to a mirror and said, I'm perfect.
Did I do that?
You still say it. And it was like, fine, let's move on.
Yeah.
That's how she dealt with it.
Do you feel any responsibility or any importance, or you're just doing you?
Baby.
Yeah. I just wrapped up a tour. I've been touring around the UK. There's a question that I ask on this tour that I find to be so interesting. So I'm going to end with this.
Okay.
What is one thing that you appreciate about each other that you have never said? So one thing you appreciate about your mother that you've never told her, and you appreciate about Ellie that you have never told her. Who wants to go first?
You.
I just appreciate Ellie as a whole. Ellie as a person, as a daughter.
Yeah, carry on.
Everything that she does, everything she's achieved.
Okay. For me, I never say to her about how they're going to be awkward, but I've got my mum's impression in me.
I hear it.
Yeah, that's it.
I hear it.
Like her life is always in a show like now.
No. I tell you what, a mom that she picks up your dirty clothes, she brings you food, and she applies pressure, and she always says, now, that sounds like a great mom.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, high five.
That sounds like a great mom. You two are a partnership.
Mimi.
I was just saying, Ellie, you might not like that all the time.
Is that no? Not really.
No, but it's a partnership. You coming in has been very rewarding for me, and it's broken a lot of misconceptions that I had around Down syndrome. It's been very helpful, very, very helpful for me. Last few questions.
Okay.
Question one for you is, when people call you a role model, how does that make you feel?
Makes me feel nice, proud, and good.
Okay, I love it. Do you believe you are a role model?
Not quite. I do believe I'm an ethically star now.
Okay, I love it. I love it. What is a dream that you have for yourself?
Strictly.
Back to Strictly.
Yeah.
Now, Ellie, what message would you give to young people who are trying to pursue their dreams?
So getting the hopes and getting the dreams, and I think following your path where it leads to you. I think I'll be confident.
Okay, and be confident.
Yeah, I'll be happy.
Now, I know that when you were on Strictly, you also, and currently now, you are, is it an ambassador or a myth buster for Mencap?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And Yvonne, how would you describe Mencap?
Amazing charity. Work really hard to raise money for children, adults with disabilities. I started a couple of years ago, this Mythbusters, which I've got quite a few different ambassadors, haven't they?
Yeah.
And it's just to bust myths, basically, about different conditions.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it
prove people wrong. And
what's beautiful about what you do, Ellie, is you're not just talking about busting the myth, but you're actually walking, busting the myth. You're doing it. That's what's key.
Yeah.
That's what's key. You know what? I think I wish we could almost take this moment and go back to that day that Ellie was born.
yeah,
and just show this to you.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
what you were searching for was some reassurance and some hope. And I think what you have done, what your husband has done, and what Amy and this family of love that surrounded Ellie is you have instilled in her this incredible confidence. And that's why she shows up with this much light. So what you've done is you both have instilled hope, for so many people. So what you're doing is incredible work.
Thank you.
Ellie, you keep being a multi-hyphenate.
Yeah, I will be.
And on that, you gotta take this.
Wow, you didn't.
Take that, take that, take that, take that.
Thank you.
There you go. I think
Thank you.
that is incredible.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Nice day.
Thank you so much, Ellie. Really
And
appreciate it.
yes.
Thank you. And Yvonne, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Yeah, it was super. Ellie and her mom, Yvonne, they're both superstars in their own right. I can't fathom being in that position that her mother was in when Ellie was born. As a parent, you're in a bit of this unknown dark period because you're so fearful of your child's health, especially when they're just born. You're heavily reliant on every cue you're getting from the doctors, everything. It takes another level of strength and resilience to push through all of that, especially when a licensed medical professional is telling you to not do something. This was my first full-length conversation that I've ever had with someone with Down syndrome. And so this has been eye-opening. This conversation has been eye-opening, truly. According to research from Mencap from 2024, before Ellie was on Strictly, a quarter of the UK public had never seen someone with Down syndrome on television before. And so it shows how important Ellie being on Strictly, Bake Off, all of her projects, how important it is. It's very important for all people to better understand the people we occupy the world with. And this conversation underscores it for me.